Hey everyone, shalom, shalom, shalom. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I know what I'm doing here. All right, there we go. Hey, hey, hey everyone, shalom. All right, y'all see what I have in front of me here? I'm until some people get into the room. Okay, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about preventing diseases and staying out of these hospitals, staying out of these emergency rooms. That's what we're going to talk about. All right. So, how's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to work this thing. All right. If y'all can hear me, just hit one. Just hit one. Okay. If y'all can hear me, hit one. I'm trying to work this thing out. Y'all know I've never gone live before, but wait, you know what? I think I did maybe once. But I usually go live with my husband. But today I'm home alone and I'm going live because I want to talk to my brothers and sisters. All right. I'm gonna wait until some people come into the room. Let me see. Why is my camera okay? Well, there we go. Cause I think something is going on here, guys. Everything is turning upside down. All right. Well, okay. There we go. There we go. Can y'all hear me? Hey, Sister Elizabeth. How you doing, girl? All right. I'm trying to work this thing out. Y'all know I don't really go live, so I was trying to I was trying to turn the camera to the side so I can capture everything on my table, but that's not working out for me right now, and I don't know how to do it. So right now, it's just going to be what it is. Hopefully, my husband will help me out and show me how to do that. But right now, all right. So I'm outside. I'm outside. It's so beautiful, man. I don't know where you guys are, but where I am right now, it is gorgeous here. It is, oh my goodness, it's sunny, it's bright. When I'm done with this video, I'm about to go mow my lawn. I wanted to go to the gym today, and I decided to mow the lawn, and I was like, I can't do both today. I just don't have the strength. so so I decided to mow the lawn, and then I decided to do this video. So I want to talk to you guys. Shalom, everyone. Shalom, Linus Hart. How you doing? Shalom. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it, guys. So I have some stuff on my table here. Let me just go over here and show y'all what I have on my table. I have some things on my table here. I'm gonna talk about it today. Okay, we're gonna get into why I have these things, why I'm showing you guys these things, and what these things do for you, your bodies, you and your children, your family members. We're going to talk about these things today. Okay, so if you have anybody in your family, okay, whether it be you, your children, grandma, grandpa, just about anybody in your family who are suffering from an illness or not suffering from an illness, it really doesn't matter because what I teach is prevention, okay? And I think pretty much what a lot of herbalists teach is prevention. My brother, master herbalist Patrick Delve, he teaches prevention. The point is to teach you to take care of your body so you are able to prevent illness from happening. And that's pretty much what my grandmother did. She lived her life pretty much just doing the right thing to her body. And she lived all the way up to 94 years old when she died, and she did not die of any illness at all. She literally died of old age. I mean, she didn't have any diabetes, any hypertension, any cancer. She didn't have any of those illnesses. She just lived in old age. So what I'm trying to teach people is that you can maintain a healthy lifestyle and live a long life without having to suffer, being on dialysis, shooting up your arm with some diabetic medication from a needle, taking insulin, and just living in total pain and misery every day. That's not necessary. We don't have to live like that. We can choose not to live like that, okay? And so that's pretty much what people like myself and people like Master Herbalist Patrick Dove is trying to teach our people, that, death is going to happen to all of us. But while we're alive, we have the opportunity to not live in misery where we're waking up at 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 in pain. We're living and we have like something in our heart because our heart is not functioning properly. We're living off of dialysis because our kidneys are not functioning properly, you know what I mean, and so on and so forth. Some of us are having our limbs amputated because of diabetes. The doctors are removing our gallbladder and this one and that one because we're just not taking care of our bodies. So my goal is to teach my people the prevention of illness. That's the key. That's the goal. That's the goal. All right. So, um, if, like I was saying, if you have somebody in the hospital suffering from an illness, these are the things that you should be feeding your family, man. These are the things that you should be feeding them, not that nasty Ensure, and the nasty stuff that they bring to you in the supermarket on them shelves, you know. This is what they need. These are things that are good for the digestion. They're important to the digestive system. They help with bowel movement. They help to keep the blood healthy. The skin, the eyes, you know what I mean? Everything, your nails, your hair, you know. So let's go over here. Let's go over here for a second. What I have here in front of me, this is a green vegetable and it's called callaloo. Okay. If you are from the Caribbean, or if you're from any countries in Africa, or most countries in Africa, I was told that a lot of countries in Africa are very familiar with this herb right here. This is not collard greens, guys. Okay, this is not collard greens. No, it is called callaloo. Callaloo. Look it up. Google it. Okay. And this is a very, very, I'm not a fan of collard greens, and a lot of people came for me when I said that I'm not a fan of collard greens. A lot of people came for me, but I really am not a fan of collard greens. I'm just not used to it, and I don't like it. But this right here called callaloo, this is my thing. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. Okay. This right here is my thing. This is called callaloo, and we have tons of this in the Caribbean, okay? Tons of it in the Caribbean. And I'm going to give you guys some of the benefits of callaloo, all right? And why it is that in the summertime. Now, in the wintertime, it is very difficult to find stuff like these because, these are summer foods, and you mostly find these things in the summertime, right? And so that's why I constantly tell people to load up on these things in the summertime, because these things are filled with nutrients. All right, so callaloo has lots of chlorophyll. All right, and chlorophyll is pretty much the green pigmentation that is in the plant. As you guys can see, this is very green, okay? And so that's what it is. That's chlorophyll, all right? And it has a lot of calcium in it. I know a lot of people are asking, oh, what do I, if I go plant, vegan, whatever, how do I get my calcium and all of that? Guys, let me tell you something. When the Most High created food on a plant, okay, he put all the nutrients that your body needs to function in these plant foods, all right? So we have been indoctrinated to believe that we only get calcium from cow's milk and all that nonsense. That's not true. That is not true, okay? This here, just 1 cup of this, has over 300 milligram of calcium, okay? All right? It has over 500 milligram of potassium. All right, lots of iron. For those of you wondering where to get your iron, you're getting your iron from these green leaf vegetables right here, okay? This is loaded with protein. For those of you who are wondering how you're going to get your protein if you don't eat meat, plant foods are loaded with protein, okay? All right, and let me just say this. There is 4 times the amount of iron and calcium in this right here, callaloo, than there is in broccoli, okay? Just a heads up, just to let you guys know. This has a lot of nutrients in it, all right? Now, you can use this as a meat substitute, okay? I eat this with, I usually cook this with, stuff like sweet potatoes, right over here. That's my sweet potato right there. You guys can see that. I usually eat this with sweet potato or yams or pumpkins or, plantains or stuff like that. If you have some, I'm sorry guys, it's hot out here and my phone is acting up. Some quinoa, just stuff like that. Um, yeah, so you could just, I usually just chop up some, some onion, some scallions, some thyme, some tomatoes, just some spices and herbs, and I cook this down, you know. Oh my goodness, my phone is acting up, guys. I might have to turn off this live because the sun, it's telling me that my phone is way too hot for this live. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. Let's move it along. I don't know what's going on with my phone, but it's telling me that my temperature is way too high. Sandra Gonzalez, the name of the leaves, it's called callaloo. Callaloo. Just put it in Google and Google it. It's called callaloo. Okay? It's a Caribbean greens, and in Africa, some countries in Africa you can find this as well. Give me 1 second, guys. Somehow my phone is telling me that it's going to shut off because it's too hot. Okay, let me try and keep going, all right? Now, we're going to go to the mangoes. I got some juicy mangoes in front of me here. And this is the summertime, guys. Y'all should be eating. Look at this. Look at all this nice juicy mangoes right here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Mangoes, let me just say this to y'all. Mangoes has lots and lots of anti-inflammatory properties, okay? They eliminate inflammation in the body, okay? That's what mangoes do. Lots of antioxidant, okay? Lots of vitamin A and vitamin C, and they're very low in calories. I don't know what's going on with my phone. I'm sorry, guys. Empress Judah. Thing in sea moss. Yeah, like cinnamon and nutmeg. I mean, we're Caribbean folks, so we put a lot of stuff in our sea moss. Yeah, you definitely can put mango in your sea moss if you want to. Yeah, so mango has a lot of nutrients, guys. B6, high in fiber, low in calories, all right? You guys should be eating a lot of these things in the summertime because this is when these things are available to us, all right? Do me a favor, guys. Give me a thumb up on this video and share the link so people can come on in here, all right? I really appreciate it. Look what I have here in front of me. Look at this. That's soursop. Y'all know what that is, right? That's soursop. I have another one over here. Look at that. So yesterday I was in the Bronx and I found these, and oh my goodness. When I'm done with this video, I'm gonna be making it. Yeah, Empress Judah. My people from Jamaica, I use banana, nutmeg, almond milk. Yep, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know how we do it in Jamaica, girl. So we have soursop right here. And I cannot find another person who loves soursop like my husband. Like, he loved this stuff. I mean, I love this stuff too. I love it. But he, oh my goodness. Yes, soursop is very expensive. It really is. But it's a sacrifice that we make sometimes because we're not in, we don't live in the Caribbean, and we just gotta have it. I just gotta have soursop in the summertime. I really do. I don't have a choice because I need it. Hey, Sister Callie Perry girl. Hi, shalom, shalom. So let me give you guys a little bit of the benefit of soursop, just a little, okay? Soursop is very high in a lot of nutrients, including very high in antioxidant, which helps the body to fight off bacteria and illnesses, all right? Your children should be eating those things, okay? I paid $10 a pound for for the soursop. And I found it in the Bronx. I paid $10 a pound. That's how much I paid for it, unfortunately. Okay, if you have diabetes, this do help to stabilize your blood sugar. All right, for those of you who have diabetes or diabetic, okay, soursop is very, very good to stabilize the blood sugar. Okay, just a little heads up. This is loaded with vitamin C. Vitamin C. So it helps the respiratory system. It helps the immune system because there's a lot of vitamin C in there. um, Helps the body to fight off, like I said, viruses. Okay, and a lot of magnesium, potassium, and so on and so forth are in soursop. Okay, soursop helps to prevent damage to the cells, guys. All right, to the cells, which is why it is very beneficial in the treatment of cancer for people who are suffering from cancer. All right, they did multiple studies with soursop, and the fruit, the leaves, and the bark of the tree, and they found that the both the fruit, the leaves, and the bark reduce the size of cancer tumor in the body and eliminate cancer cells in the body and boost the immune system all at the same time. Okay, so this one fruit right here is extremely, extremely beneficial um to the body, the entire body, and the leaves of the plant, the leaves and the bark of this wonderful plant and the fruit right here in front of me. Very, 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 very well, Sister Blessed and Favored. I happen to sell the soursop leaves myself, and I get them straight from Jamaica. Okay, my family. Those of you guys know that I'm Jamaican. Some of you might know, some of you might not know. I am from the Caribbean. I am from Jamaica. My family send me these things all the time. The soursop and a lot of other herbs. So I get them fresh from Jamaica. Yeah, for those of you who care. All right. So now let's move on. Let's move on. What do we have here? Right here in front of me, I have this little cute little vegetable right there, and that's called okras. I don't know what you guys call it, but we call it okras. Okay? And I'm going to tell you guys some of the benefit of okras. Because a lot of you guys complain that it's too slimy and it's too this. Let me tell you guys something. I don't care what something tastes like as long as it's good for me. Okay? I don't give a behind what it tastes like. I'm being honest with you guys. I don't care what it tastes like as long as it's beneficial to me. And I love okras. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love them. I've been eating these things since I was a baby. Yesterday I was talking to my husband, and I said to him, a lot of people complain about the taste of plant foods is because they haven't been fed plant foods as babies, as when they were a child, when they were children. So your appetite, your taste palates are not used to the taste of plant foods. You guys got to get used to eating plant foods, man. Really. You got to get used to eating plant foods again. I don't care what it tastes like. Get used to the taste, because these going to keep you out of the emergency room. I kid you not. Okay, so for those of you who are, let's discuss the important, how important okra is for people who are suffering from diabetes, okay? And even if you're not suffering from diabetes, you should be eating stuff like these things so that you don't get diabetes. That's all I'm saying, right? So, okras contain a natural compounds that helps to lower blood sugar levels, okay? There you go. And it encouraged the body to make more insulin. More insulin. So okras are good for the pancreas, guys. All right. I don't. People like to overcook their okras. What I do is I just wash them off, clean them up, and I just saute them in my, just saute them with some scallion, some, whatever. Just throw some onion, a little bit of tomato, whatever it is, whatever, whatever whatever spice and herbs you have at home, just saute them. I don't really overcook them. I like them crunchy, okay? So it takes me a few minutes to cook my okras, all right? Heart disease is a side effect of diabetes. A lot of you guys don't know that. Heart disease is a side effect of diabetes, guys. Okay? So, okras have been shown to improve heart health. All right? And it's very beneficial to the cardiovascular system. Okay? It helps to keep the arteries clean. This is why the Most High make these things for us. Listen, plant food does everything for our bodies. They keep the arteries from clogging up, which cause you to get a stroke and a heart attack, which cause brothers to get erectile dysfunction, all these things, all these illnesses that we have that we're suffering from. Very important that we keep plant foods in our mouth every day, you know. Um, Okra promotes circulation in the body, which prevents blockage in the body, okay? It prevents liver damage. For those of you trying to lose weight, this is what you should be eating, all right? These things make you lose weight. I know a lot of people asking me, I need to lose weight. Just pay attention. These are the things that you should be eating to lose weight. Plant foods. These are things that are going to help your body to get rid of them unwanted fats and unwanted pounds that you have that you're carrying on your body, 200, 300, 400 pounds, a huge stomach in front of you. These are the things that you should be eating to get rid of those no, Sister Linus, I'm not in Jamaica anymore. I'm actually home. I'm right here in the States. Now you see, I'm glad you asked that question, right? Because a lot of people think that just because they're in America, that they can't find these things. No, I'm right here in the United States, and you'll be surprised what you can find here, right here in the United States. The Caribbean are exporting things to to America every day, especially in the summertime. So because they know that they have a lot of Caribbean people living in the United States. So I'm right here in the United States, and I have all the things that we pretty much use in the Caribbean. Like, I have a lot more stuff in the house. Like I said, I'm outside right now, but no, I'm right here. I'm not back home. I'm not in the Caribbean. I'm right here. So for those of you who think that you can't find these things, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Especially if you live in big cities like New York cities and New York City and stuff like that. You can find these things here. You can. All right. I have something else in front of me I'm going to talk about. Right over there. Give me 1 second, guys. Unfortunately, I am outside and there's a lot of bugs. Okay, it's very annoying. All right. So what do we have here? We have some sea moss. And I'm going to talk to you guys about sea moss, all right? Because a lot of people take sea moss, but they don't understand the benefits of sea moss. And I'm not talking about Dr. Sebi. Lord have mercy. As soon as you mention sea moss, Dr. Sebi pops up. I'm like, Lord, Dr. Sebi did not invent sea moss. Just so y'all know. He didn't. I mean, he introduced it to the black community in America, but we've been having this stuff in the Caribbean for decades. I mean, since we've been there, you know. Let me see. So glad it's in the United States. People don't. Yes, yes, they do. There you go. All right, so that's sea moss. And y'all know that my sister sent me these things. All right, so I didn't get it from Amazon. People always ask me, where do you get your sea moss? My sister sent us sea moss, guys. So that's where I got it from, straight out of the ocean from Jamaica. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of the benefits of sea moss. Okay, sea moss, lots and lots of nutrients, man. Let me tell you something. Okay, sea moss has, let me tell you, 1 cup of sea moss has twice the amount of calcium as cow's milk. And I gotta be honest with you guys, cow's milk doesn't really have any nutrients in it. What they do is they process the milk and then they add synthetic supplements to the milk, like calcium. So when they tell you that cow's milk have calcium, that's not true. What they do is they process it and then they add synthetic calcium to it. That's pretty much what it is, okay? Um, let's see. Sea moss has lots of collagen, okay? Oh my God, bugs are killing me, guys. You're putting yours in capsule. I'm gonna leave that up. Yeah, I don't do the capsule thing. When I take my sea moss and my plant foods, this is why a lot of people, when they consume natural stuff and they don't get better fast, it's because you guys are taking it in capsule. Like, you pop one capsule in your mouth and you're not really getting the benefits of the plant, these natural things, because you need a lot of it, to really benefit from. So popping a capsule is really not beneficial to you. You got to take these things in the raw form. Turning it into powder and putting it in capsule is it's just not beneficial at all. You need your plant foods in its raw form and just make a lot of it and drink a lot of it every day. That's how you're going to get the benefit from these things. All right. So there's a lot of collagen found in sea moss, which is good for the hair, skin, and nails, guys. Listen up. Hair, skin, and nails, for those of you sisters who are trying to grow the hair. And, I actually just cut my hair a few nights ago, and I had to cut it. But this is very, very good for the hair, skin, and nail. All right. Good for the joint, for those of you who are suffering from joint pain. All right. This is very good for inflammation in the body. Okay. It boosts the energy level. All right. Boosts your energy. Okay. Helps to keep the skin, like I said, healthy, because it keeps the liver healthy. This is a very good natural food for the liver. Okay. And once you take care of the liver, you're going to have healthy skin as well. All right. And for those of you who want to lose weight, hello, for those of you guys who want to lose weight, sea moss is a meal, period. I'm not even going to call it a meal replacer. This is a meal, period. It's a meal, all right? So you wake up in the morning, you don't need any donut and bagels. You need some sea moss. That's all I'm saying. Or maybe some soursop, right there. Okay? All right. Now, for those of you who has thyroid problem, this is for you. This is for you. Okay? The natural iodine in sea moss. Okay? And the natural selenium in sea moss is extremely beneficial for the treatment of thyroid disorder. All right? I hope you guys heard that. For those of you, if you know anybody who's suffering from thyroid disorder, it's very important that you let them know that sea moss is very, very important for anyone who's suffering from thyroid problem. All right. And let me just say this. Just like other nutrients that is found in sea moss, potassium. Listen up, for those of you who have children, that are suffering from, any type of mental disorder, or the school are always telling you that your child is suffering from ADHD and all that nonsense. Potassium is extremely important for mental health. Let me say that again. Potassium is extremely important for mental health. Now, there are all other nutrients that is extremely important for mental health, but I'm letting you guys know that sea moss is very high in potassium, okay? Very high in potassium. And so if you have, you or your children or anybody in your family that's suffering from depression, anxiety disorder, fibromyalgia, and stuff like that, sea moss is very high in potassium and many other nutrients like B vitamins. Okay, that is very, very beneficial to the nervous system. Okay, very beneficial for the nervous system. All right, people with Parkinson disease. Told you guys my uncle is suffering from Parkinson disease. Unfortunately, he is in Jamaica, so very sad that I'm not there with him to, treat him the right way, but he is getting these things. He is. So people with Parkinson disease should be consuming sea moss, okay? If you know anybody in your family or any friends, they should be consuming this, because Parkinson disease is a result of too much heavy metal in the brain. That's what it is, all right? And a lot of people who come down with Parkinson disease gets it from the vaccination, okay? That's what they're not telling us. From the vaccination that they're forcing us to take, but that's for another show. I'm not going to get into that today, all right? But Parkinson disease, people who have Parkinson disease should be consuming sea moss. Why? I'm going to explain why. Because the algin or the algin in sea moss, which is a phytonutrient, okay, is a heavy metal detoxifying agent, okay, meaning that it helps to pull heavy metal out of the tissues and out of the body. All right, I hope I was, I made sense there. All right, so there is something in sea moss that literally helps to pull heavy metal out of your system. Okay, so everybody should be ingesting sea moss, whether you have Parkinson or whether you have any type of disease. It doesn't matter. People who are suffering from any type of illness, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, whatever it is, should be ingesting everything I have on this table and more, and more. All right, so I just want to make that clear to you guys. These things are very, 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 very important. Very important that you take these things on a regular basis. When you wake up, especially now we're in the summertime, very important. All of these things helps with the digestive system, guys. All of these things, everything I have here on the table with me. Plant foods are extremely important for the digestive system. Why? Because the digestive system was created to process plant foods properly. You know, this is what God gave us. It goes. These things are aligned with with our bodies. You know what I mean? These things have natural, everything that is natural for our system. So the body does not treat plant foods the way that it treats processed food. Okay, the body and plant foods are best friend. Let me just say that they're best friend. That's what the body needs to function. All of these things. All right. So for those of you who are suffering from digestive issues like ulcerative colitis, diverticulitis, acid reflux, those are all digestive problems. And unfortunately, a lot of you guys are suffering from these things. Plant foods is what you should be eating, okay? These things make your body comes to life. You ever notice that when you wake up every day and you eat junk food, you just feel like crap? Like you just feel just sluggish, and then a lot of people, that's why a lot of people are suffering from depression, because they're not, you're not eating these things. You're eating crap. That's why our people are suffering from depression, because the body is deprived. It's being deprived of what it needs from nature. You see? This is, ladies and gentlemen, these are the things you should be feeding your children. Okay? I know a lot of parents, they wake up every day and they eat their vegetables and they eat healthy, and then they take their children to McDonald's. How does that even make sense? Because that doesn't make sense to me. How do you get up every day and eat, and then you take your children to McDonald's? I mean, your children are your prize. You how, I don't understand it. And I know quite a lot of people who gets up every day, they try to eat healthy, but then they bring home McDonald's and Burger King and pizza for their children. Like, aren't you supposed to be protecting your children? I don't understand it. So these are the things you should be feeding your children. These things right here. That's what they need. All right. What was I talking about? Oh, I was still talking about sea moss, right? Okay, so you guys probably know. I mean, there's so much to get into when it comes to sea moss. Sea moss helps the body to fight off the cold and flu, all right? So, which means that it strengthens the immune system, okay? It eliminates an excessive amount of mucus. Out of mucus. People, if you have, people who wake up in the morning and, you're hacking up mucus from, you have a lot of mucus in your nostril, your nose, you're blowing your nose, you're coughing, you're just hacking up a lot of mucus from the system. That's not good. It means that your body is is very, very acidic, okay, very filled with acidity, and has a lot of mucus in it, and you are suffering from a lot of inflammation in the system. And sea moss is one of those things that help the body to get rid of excessive amount of mucus in the body. For the children that are very congested. I've seen a lot of babies and they have runny nose and they're very congested. They should be drinking sea moss. Sea moss is one of the best things for babies, let me tell you guys. All right. um Another thing that sea moss does is it helps to repair the cells in the body, okay? Which is why it is very, very good for people who are suffering from cancer, okay? Let me say that again. People who are suffering from cancer should be ingesting sea moss, because sea moss helps to repair the cells in the body. So if you're a cancer patient, hello, you need to get on this. You need to get on this. You need to get on this, and you need to be ingesting this on a regular basis, all right? There's a lot more benefit to sea moss. I simply do not have the time to cover here today. All right, but so you guys get the picture, man. Sea moss is very, very, very good for the system. That and everything else that I have on this table right here. All right, oranges, lots of vitamin C. Okay, you listen. You don't wait to get sick. You don't wait to get sick. What you want to do is take these things and eat them every day so you don't get sick. All right? That's the key. Prevention. Prevention. All right? Lots of vitamin C with the oranges. Okay? So I'm going to make a little drink here today. I have my blender here. My blender is broken, so I'm going to make a little drink right now for you guys. All right? So just bear with me for a second. And what I'm making is, whoops. Come on. There we go. Okay. I'm making a papaya drink. There we go. All right. Wait, hold on, guys. Let me see if my blender is plugged in. Give me 1 second, guys. Don't think my blender is plugged in. Just give me a second, guys. Plug it in my blender. All right, here we go. So, we're about to make a drink today. guys what I have in here, right? So I have some papayas, right? And I cut right here, right there. These are some key limes, right? You see how these limes look? You see the difference between these limes and and I'm gonna answer your questions in a second. Just give me 1 second, guys. You see these limes right here? Now these are key limes, right? Have you noticed that these limes does not look the same as the regular limes that you find in the store? That's because the other limes are GMO and they have no seeds in them. Okay? Just want you guys to know that. These are key limes, okay? And these are ripe. These are very ripe. So anyway, so I have some papayas in my blender, and I also have I cut a lime and I squeeze it in there, and I also have 2 oranges that I already went ahead and cut and squeezed that in there. So I have lime, papaya, and oranges in this drink right here, okay? And I'm gonna pour it out. Give me 1 second. Now I'm using one hand, guys, because I'm I'm holding the camera with one hand, so just bear with me, guys. Here we go. Now you could pop some ice cubes in that, and you serve that to your children. You serve that to yourself. You serve that to your husband, your wife, whoever, whatever. Okay, this is a very healthy drink. You notice I don't have any sugar in there. I don't have any added anything in there. This is just natural nature drink right here. Just some papayas, a little bit of key lime juice in there, okay? And a couple of oranges, and that's it. All right? And this, let me, oh my goodness. Now I've seen a lot of people put sugar in this. There's no way, like there's no reason to put sugar in these things. All right? There's no reason to add sugar to these things. Natural, that's what you need. When you add sugar to your teas and your herbs and your juices, you're really not giving your body an opportunity to repair itself and detoxify itself, because you're adding more sugar to the body. You see? So it makes no sense. Makes no sense. Makes no sense to your natural plant foods and then you're adding sugar in it. Let me see something. So Sister Jacqueline, oh no, wait, Sister Kishaya Love, you want to know how can you buy sea moss? Okay, Sister Love, my sister and I have a website online that my sister, she's in Jamaica. It's the moss from the local fishermen there, and she sells it to just pretty much anyone that wants the moss, and it's mainly people here in the United States. So the name of the website for the sea moss is JamaicaSeaMoss.com. All right, that's the name of the website, JamaicaSeaMoss.com. 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 That's the name of the website. You just go and put it up in your search bar, and it should pop up. Okay. Let's see. Shalom. Adavis. I hope I'm saying that right. Adavis 39150. Shalom, everybody. Shalom. Oh yeah, Sister Jacqueline Johnson. Yep, you could find them real oranges at Walmart. A lot of people don't know that. Yep. And my sister, I know it's taking a little while for the sea moss to get here, and that's because sometimes it takes a while. It has to go through customs, guys. That's what we've been trying to tell you guys. It has to go through customs, and sometimes we really have no we have no power over what happened when the sea moss has left her hands and go into the post office and is going through custom. So it usually takes approximately 2 weeks to get to the United States from here, and sometimes longer if she's shipping it to England or Canada or other places. All right, but you will be getting your moss. I guarantee you, you will be getting your sea moss. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just reading some of the comments, guys. Yeah, let me say this to you, Sister Elizabeth. I'm going to say this to everyone in the room that's listening. Let me say this. I see a lot of pregnant women asking me, what can they do now that they're pregnant, right? Can they take herbs? Can they take this and that and the other? Let me say this to you guys. For those of you who are not pregnant yet and you're trying to get pregnant, please, for the love of God, please, don't wait until you're pregnant and then you start running around looking for stuff to keep you healthy. Your body should already be in a healthy condition before you conceive your child. Let me say that again, man, because this is very important. Because I see a lot of sisters, they get pregnant and now it's like, oh, it's a lot of complication and their body is lacking a lot of nutrients and a lot of things. And now they're asking, can I take this herb and that herb? And my answer to you is no, no, I'm not recommending any herb to any pregnant woman. Okay. So this is just a message to my sisters, all of my sisters who are trying to get pregnant or who plan on getting pregnant. Please take care of your bodies now before you decide to get pregnant, because once you get pregnant it's too late to try to run around trying to stay healthy. What your body should already be in a in tip top condition to carry a child. You understand what I'm saying? The body should already be in the right condition in order to carry your child. So you should be taking care of it right now. Don't wait until you get pregnant, because what you're doing now, you're putting your child in jeopardy by trying to take a whole lot of stuff trying to stay healthy. You know what I mean? I see a lot of you are recommending a lot of supplements and this and that, and it's like, listen, take it now. Take care of it now. Yeah, okay, so it's all about prevention. Again, like I said at the very, very beginning of this live, prevention, that's the key. You want to prevent complication with your pregnancy. You want to prevent your baby that's growing inside of your stomach. You want to prevent that baby from having, nutrient deficiency while it's in your stomach. Sister Sandra Gonzalez, I see you just came into the room. Welcome. Pretty much all of these foods are good for diabetes. Everything that I show here in front of me, okay? The green leafy vegetables, all right? Here's some callaloo right here, green leafy vegetables. Oh, I forgot about this. My beets, all right? That's very good for the heart and the blood, okay? These things. Now, if you're suffering from diabetes, you might want to stay away from the mangoes, because the mangoes are very sweet, all right? You can only have like a piece of it. You can't have a whole mangoes if you're suffering from diabetes, all right? Because it'll send up your blood, okay? Sea moss. Sea moss, Sister Gonzalez. Sea moss is extremely good for diabetes. And let me say that again. Green leafy vegetable. Green leafy vegetable. Like what I have in front of me here. All right. It's called callaloo. It doesn't have to be callaloo. It could be just about any green leafy vegetable that you can think of. Okay. Sea moss. All right. This right here. Very good for diabetes. And this is, you guys see what that is, right? Soursop, okay? Over here, as I mentioned earlier, these are okras. Very good for the pancreas. It lowers the blood sugar, all right? Extremely beneficial for people who are suffering from diabetes, okay? These are the things you should be eating on a regular basis. Plant foods. Plant foods are good for diabetes. All plant foods. except for the sweet ones. If your diabetes is really bad, you might want to stay away from the sweet fruits, like mangoes and stuff like that. It's not really, you don't want to send up your blood sugar. All right. Callaloo is known as amaranth green. Oh, okay. Okay, that's Sister Elizabeth. You're from one of the countries over there on the continent, right? Is that what they call it over there in Africa? I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the UK. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Oh, you said you order 3 pounds. You know what? I'm gonna give her the message, Sister Janet Owusu. You ordered 3 pounds of moss and you only got two. Okay, we're gonna look into that right away and we'll sea moss to you. Okay, that may have just been a mistake on her part or my part. We'll see what happened to that, but I'll definitely reach out to you. Let me know if this is the name that you use to order the moss. Okay. Send me a message on the CMOS page and give me the name, the correct you use to order your moss, okay? And we'll look into it, all right? Where can you find natural form of moringa? You know what's funny? Sherilyn Fox. I have a video. I don't know. I'm not sure if I put it out. I was in Jamaica a few months ago. And back in May. Yeah, last month actually. And there's so much moringa in Jamaica. So much moringa in Jamaica. I think I have a video that I'm gonna be putting out. If I don't remember if I put it out already, but you could just walk right on the side of the road and there's so much moringa. I actually came back with a bag of moringa here, but I'm gonna see hopefully if my sister can get some moringa and get it to you guys. I'm not making any promises. I'm just gonna look into it, okay? Yeah, shipping things overseas can be a pain in the neck. Um, yeah. All right, guys. I don't want to stay too long. I don't want to stay too long. Um, you know, we've been on here for almost an hour already. But hey, Maccabees TV. Hi, Maccabees TV in the house. All right, so if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to, I got things to do. I gotta go mow my lawn. All right. So again, I cannot make this any more clear. If you are suffering from any disease, any type of illness, okay, these are the things you should be eating. And what are these things? What are these things? These things are plant foods. Plant foods. Plant foods. Things that grows on a plant will slowly repair the body of illnesses. Once you cleanse the system, do a cleanse and start eating these things, and you will see that you start to have better skin, better nails, better hair, better eye health if you're having issues with your vision, better kidney health, better liver health, better heart health because you won't have diabetes, okay? No hypertension, no thyroid issues, just a change in your diet. Just a change in your diet will begin to repair the body, right? And get the body back into the right state where it's supposed to be in. Simply a change of what you're eating. Okay? Get rid of the processed food, the flour, the dumplings, the pasta, the sweetened condensed milk. A lot of you Caribbean people, I know y'all. I was born and raised in the Caribbean. Y'all love that sweetened condensed milk. It's not good for us. Let me say that again. That sweetened condensed milk is not good for us. Get rid of that sweetened condensed milk, okay? Get rid of the bread, the cookies, the stuff in the boxes and the canned meat, the nasty canned fish and the nasty canned vegetables and the nasty canned this and canned that, the canned listen, get rid of that nasty canned beans, man. Get the fresh beans and boil them and prepare them, okay? We need to get back to natural things, guys. Natural food. These things feed the cells, feed the organs, feed the tissues, clean up the blood. That's what these things do. They detox the body, get rid of the crap, and get the body back into its normal state again. That's what it does, guys. Okay? That's what it does. All right? That's what it does. Oh, and like I mentioned earlier, these are things that you should be feeding your children. All right? These are things instead of buying orange juice and all that nasty juice from the store, this right here. You see how simple it was for me to make this? Like all I did was cut up some papaya, throw it in my blender, squeeze a couple of oranges and a lime. That's it. That's all I did. That's it. Give that to your children and get rid of that nasty juice that's been sitting on your on you know in the supermarket. There's no nutrients in those things. The reason for eating these things is because they have a lot of nutrients in them. Nutrients, that's what the body needs to function. Nutrients is what's going to keep the liver healthy, the kidney, the heart, and everything else. All right? Anyway, guys, so if no one else has any questions, I am going to leave you guys. All right? It was very, very, very nice talking to you guys today. It was a pleasure. All right, maybe I should do more of this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Give me, put a one in the chat. If you guys want to see more of these videos, put a one in the chat. Let me see. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and do a lot more live. All right. Hope this has been helpful to you guys. All right. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. A lot of people think this is complicated. Staying healthy is not complicated. Staying healthy is simply going back to nature and eating the things that God put on plants. That's the key. Staying healthy is going back to nature and eating the things that God put on a plant. That is what staying healthy is all about, and cleansing the system, okay? Let me say this. For those of you guys who have not done a cleanse yet, I'm recommending a cleanse every 3 months, okay? Every 3 months. Just do a cleanse. And a cleanse, for those of you who don't know what a cleanse is something that is going to go in the system, and a cleanse is going to go in there and loosen up all of the buildup of waste and toxin that's been sitting in the gut, right? And it's going to go in there and loosen all the stuff up and just literally flush them out of the system. That's what a cleanse does. So if you live your entire life eating fast food and junk food and pasta and mac and cheese and all the stuff that's been clogging up your system, you need a cleanse. You need a cleanse to unclog the system, because a lot of us are walking around with clogged up system. That's why we're losing our gallbladder. That's why we're losing our organs, because our organs are clogged up. They're clogged up, guys. And in order to unclog our system, we have to do cleanse. We have to do the cleanse. We have to unclog the system by doing cleanse and flush out all of the buildup of waste that's sitting in the colon, that's sitting in the large and small intestinal organs. Clean up the liver, clean up the kidneys, okay? Clean it up. Clean it up, all right? So, yep. Yes. Oh, Sister Kelly, you did a cleanse yesterday? All right. I did one, I think it was last week. I did a gallbladder cleanse. Guys, for those of you who don't know what the gallbladder cleanse is, I did a video on it, and unfortunately, a lot of people were complaining because the video was just it was too low, and people were complaining that they weren't able to hear the video. So the gallbladder cleanse is on the website called Grassroot Botanicals, GRASS, grass, ROOT, root, BOTANICALS, botanicals, grassrootbotanicals.com. And if you go to the PDF download tab and scroll down, you will see the gallbladder cleanse there. It's the instruction to the cleanse. Okay, you're gonna download it and follow the instructions step by step. And that's if you're walking around with gallstones in the gallbladder, that is going to help you to soften up the gallstones, break them up, and flush them out of the system. Okay, a lot of you guys don't know that you are walking around with gallbladders. Gallstones in the gallbladder. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. A lot of people don't know until they take that cleanse, and they look at it and it's like, oh my goodness, I got rid of some gallstones. So yeah, a lot of us are walking around with gallstones in the system. All right, and the last thing you need is for those stones to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you're rushed to the emergency room because you're in pain, and then the doctor tells you, oh, we're going to have to remove your gallbladder. You know what I mean? Because that seemed to be the only solution that the medical system have, is to remove your organs. All right? You don't want to remove your organs. There's a reason why God put them in there. Okay? So take care of the system. Flush the system by doing cleanse and eat plant. Now, I'm not telling you guys not to eat meat. You see, there's such a thing called balance. If you're going to eat meat, guys, do it in moderation. Once a day. You see, there's no reason to get up 3 times a day: morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and eat meat. It's not necessary. Your body don't need all of that. You're eating excessive amount of meat because you want to eat excessive amount of meat, not because the body wants it, because the body does not require an excessive amount of meat. It doesn't. Okay? Once a day, or maybe even 2 to 3 times a week. Like, you don't have to eat meat every single day. It's not necessary. It isn't necessary to eat meat every day. All right? Put more of these things in the body. More of these things and less processed food. All right? Anyway, let me see. Will that cleanse be safe if your gallbladder? Of course. Sister Sherilyn Fox. Sister Sherilyn Fox. The gallbladder is just one organ in the body, just one organ. There you have a lot of different organs in your body. You have the kidneys, you have the liver, you have, the spleen, you have the colon, you have the small and large intestinal organ. You have a lot of different organs in the body, and those organs needs to be cleansed as well. So even though you don't have a gallbladder anymore, you need to clean the rest of those organs. So yes, you should be doing that gallbladder cleanse even if you don't have a gallbladder. All right, because that's an overall cleanse that's going to clean up the system. All right, and of course, that's not the only cleanse. I mean, there are other cleanses as well. Website Pink Dream 04. What website do you what website are you asking for? If it's the website for the gallbladder cleanse, it's Grassroot Botanicals. Grassroot Botanicals. Botanicals. Yes, Grassroot Botanicals. GRASSROOT Botanicals. That's the name of the website. You're going to go there, and there is a tab on the top that says PDF downloads. You're going to click on that, scroll down, and you're going to see something that says gallbladder cleanse. And it's not an actual product. It's actually the instruction to the cleanse. And you're just going to download it to your email and follow the instruction, okay? Instruction is very intricate. um, Jacqueline Johnson, that's actually the gallbladder cleanse, okay? That's actually the gallbladder cleanse. Um, all right, so thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and interacting. And hi, Sister Gina. You just got in the room, and we're about to get out of here. I'm sorry. If you just got here, this video will be up, so you guys can just go back and watch it again. All right. Take care of your elders, man. Let me say this again. Take care of your elders. Okay. When your elders are sick, they don't need Ensure. They don't need those nasty Ensure from the hospital, okay? What your elders need are these things on my table. This is what they need, okay? All of these things is what your elders need, all right? I'm telling you guys, when your elders are sick, when your mom, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncles, their grandfather, when they're sick, they do not need Ensure. They need natural plant foods. When they're suffering from cancer, okay, they don't need Ensure. All right? They need what God provided for them, which is these things right here. This is what your mama, your daddy, your grandma, whoever it is, your child, if your child is ever, ever end up in the hospital suffering from any type of illnesses, your children should be eating plant foods, not the nasty crap that they're giving the kids in the hospital. And it doesn't matter what they're suffering from, whether it's cancer, diabetes, asthma. Let me tell you something. If your child have asthma and eczema, these are the things that they should be eating. I cannot make this clear enough. Asthma, allergy, any type of respiratory problem and skin problem that your children or you are suffering from, these are the things that they should be eating, guys. Okay? It's that simple. All right? If you have a mama and a daddy who's suffering from diabetes, you want to keep the sugar away, okay? Keep the sugar away. But they should be eating a lot of green leafy vegetables and stuff like that, all right? All right, guys. I keep saying I'm leaving, but here I am still. Could I please make a list of these items? Sister Kishaya, I don't know if you just got in the room, but let me see. Okay, so what I have here, I have I have some callaloo greens. I love callaloo. I grew up on this stuff, okay? I'm a Caribbean girl, so I grew up on this. This is callaloo. I became familiar with beets when I came to the United States, so that's beets right there. These are mangoes. A mango just happened to be one of my favorite fruit. These are oranges. This right here is some sea moss, okay? This right here is soursop, okay? If you don't know what soursop is, Google it, guys. Very, very, very important for your health, okay? I have another one over here, all right? These are some key limes right there. I have a big bag of this. I don't know where it is. All right, so those are key limes. And key limes are not like your regular limes that you see on shelves, okay? When you go shopping for limes, you need to be looking for key limes. Key limes, okay? Here is your okras. Okras, I don't know what you guys call it, all right? But okras. This is some green bell pepper I have here. Some apples. I have some sweet potatoes right here. I love sweet potatoes. All right, I don't eat it every day, but I like sweet potatoes. This is some green bananas, and those Caribbean, we do eat a lot of green bananas. Not every day, but we do eat bananas. And that is some spaghetti squash. And this spaghetti squash, as you guys know, is a substitute for spaghetti. So that'll help you to get off of that processed food, all right? Spaghetti squash is a substitute for spaghetti, for those of you who love spaghetti, all right? And I have papayas here, and as you guys see, I just made some papaya drink right here that you can feed to your children, okay? Of course, I have a lot more stuff in my house, but I didn't have enough room on my table here. So, you know, one of these days maybe I'll go to the farmers market. We do have some local farmers market around here, and they do grow local stuff. Um, there are a lot of places that have local honey. You know, they a lot of beehives, and they harvest the honey. They have local raw honey here. Um, so maybe I'll go to one of these places and do a video there and show you guys what they have. Yep, you're absolutely correct, Sister Jacqueline Johnson. You're absolutely correct. This right here is medicine. This here is medicine. You stay on these things and sickness will stay away. It's that simple. You stay eating these things and sickness will stay away. All right? Guys, I use that in soup. Yeah. Yeah, Sister Gina. A lot of people use callaloo in soup. Very good. All right, guys. So I will talk to you guys later. Okay? I think my battery is dying. I'll see you guys later. I hope to see you guys again. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right? Let me see how I get out of here. I'm not really used to this live thing, so let me see. I'm trying to log off, guys. Uh-oh. Hey, guys. All right, see you guys.